coming live in a couple of minutes on Veroni as well as on YouTube. We just got live on YouTube. Um, Welcome back to the show in Australia. Join me live. I am waiting for you all. Hello, namaste, and welcome back to the show in Australia season 5. Hello, namaste, and welcome back to season 5 of Disha in Australia. Oh my god, this feels so surreal. But I'm coming live right now. We are live on YouTube, and we're also going live on Veroni in a couple of seconds.
Sorry, we thought you were broadcasting.
No. Oh, good. Hello, namaste, and welcome back to Disha in Australia, season 5. Oh my god, this is happening again. Sorry. Guys, you're seeing all the BTS. So I hope you're having fun seeing the BTS. Anyways. Hello, namaste, and welcome back to Disha in Australia. This is season 5 of Disha in Australia, and this feels so surreal. It's been 2 whole years of Disha in Australia. This is absolutely crazy. I'm coming live on Veroni as well as on YouTube. So come join me now. We just got live on YouTube. And welcome back to Disha in Australia. This is season 5 of Disha in Australia, and this feels so surreal. It's been 2 whole years of Disha in Australia. This is absolutely crazy. I'm coming live on Veroni as well as on YouTube. So come join me now. We just got live on YouTube. Hello, namaste. And welcome back to Disha in Australia. This is season 5 of Disha in Australia, and this feels so surreal. It's been 2 whole years of Disha in Australia. This is absolutely crazy. I'm coming live on Veroni as well as on YouTube. So come join me now. We just got live on YouTube. Hello, namaste, and welcome back to Disha in Australia. This is season 5 of Disha in Australia, and this feels so surreal. It's been 2 whole years of Disha in Australia. This is absolutely crazy. I'm coming live on Veroni as well as on YouTube. So come join me now. We just got live on YouTube. Hello, namaste, and welcome back to Disha in Australia. This is season 5 of Disha in Australia, and this feels so surreal. It's been 2 whole years of Disha in Australia. This is absolutely crazy. I'm coming live on Veroni as well as on YouTube. Hello, namaste. Okay. Hello, namaste, and welcome back to Disha in Australia. This is season 5 of Disha in Australia. Just to begin with, I'd first like to start with the acknowledgement of country. Okay. We wish to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land we are meeting on, the Nanwal and Ngambri people. We pay respect to the elders past, present, and emerging. We acknowledge that the name Veroni was taken from the people of Wadi Wadi Nation without permission, and we are striving hard to do better for future reconciliation. Okay. Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Disha in Australia, season 5. It's been 2 whole years of Disha in Australia, and this feels like such a big moment, and it is all very surreal. And I am so grateful to be here and doing this all over again. I hope you all had an amazing break and an amazing last semester. We had a quick bonus episode after the semester, which was with my mom, and that was so special. It was one of the most special episodes for me, and was also my mom's first international flight, and being able to have a podcast with her, because she has always been my first listener, the first one to see my podcast, the first one to like be live and be the first viewer. And she has never had an international flight before. And for her to see this whole journey of mine of 2 years and to live with me for a month and to experience what is Disha in Australia, and then coming live on my podcast and speaking about it, I don't think I've had a special moment than that. And also because it was so unexpected. It was just like I said it on a podcast. I was getting interviewed by one of the podcasters before, and they asked me, who's the dream guest that you would like to have on your show? And I said my mom, and it just all happened. And I still sometimes feel like the things that just feel so difficult and they happen, and then you feel like I have no clue how that happened. um but yeah, it did happen, and we have the recording on YouTube as well if people want to go see. But I guess for me as a daughter, that moment was very precious, because when I have explored places here, cafes here, or things that I've been to, I've always wanted to take my mom to those places where I was like, oh my god, this dish is so nice. I want my mom to try it, or I want my dad to see this place, or I want my parents to see this place. And then having my mom here, experiencing all those moments that I've saved, and being able to just take her around to my favorite spots, letting her meet my friends, the life that I've created here. And one of the most special moments was when she met the manager of my first job, who I also call my Aussie mom. And then both of them met and we clicked a picture, and all three of us look so similar. And this is ridiculous because what I remember is I had no plans, literally no plans of studying abroad. And then I somehow ended up studying abroad and also became the first person in my whole family to ever go and study abroad. And it was never my dream to go study abroad, it was my mom's dream. And for her to see her dream coming to a reality and me sitting right there and she experiencing my international student journey, I don't think there has been a special moment than that. And so, yep, that has definitely been my highlight of the break. Um, Other than that, after my mom left, I left for Fiji. And boy, one thing that I'm super keen to mention is that Fiji was on my vision board for 2025. I created my vision board on the 1st of January 2025, and I kept everything that I wanted, all the places I wanted to go, all the things I wanted to do, every affirmation. It was all on my vision board and it's on my laptop, and I like wake up to that every single day, right? And so when I made Fiji on my vision board, I wasn't expecting to get into Fiji. And I went there through Fiji Field School by ANU. So I was traveling with ANU. And I wasn't expecting that. And after like a month, I did not get into the Fiji Field School, which was truly disappointing. But also, I wasn't really expecting to get into Fiji Field School because I had no background whatsoever from environmental science, from developmental studies, and things that that course was focusing. But when I did my application, I did mention that I want to study developmental aspects within psychology when I go to Fiji. So I didn't get in. And I was like, oh my God, it is on my vision board, but I don't think this is coming to a reality. And then on a random morning, at 7 a.m. in the morning, I wake up. I was in Canberra. It was May, no, it was April. It was just a week before the final orientation. Final orientation means that these are the people that are going to Fiji, and it's like a preparation for them to book their tickets, to like get their payments sorted and stuff like that. And so, just a week before the orientation, I wake up at 7 a.m. in the morning and I receive an email from the course convener saying that you have gotten into the Fiji Field School. I was on the wait list, And then she's like, you got into the Fiji Field School and you need to confirm that to me by the end of business today, which is 5 p.m. And she was like, reply to me as soon as possible. And she like transferred all my details to the Fenner School, and these people are like now calling me to like confirm. And at this point, I'm not even in the degree that allows me to have that elective. So when I'm in Bachelor's of Science Psychology, I have space to do that as my last elective. But last semester, I was in Bachelor's of Business Administration and Bachelor's of Psychology, which is a double degree. Leaves me with no space. Now, not saying that I changed it for Fiji. I already had plans to go back to my single degree because I did not take a business course at all in my last semester. And I went around to networking events, to business events, to consulting events, and I realized that it's not my space. It's not where I truly find myself, or it's not where I belong. So I was like, I have plans to get my degree changed into a single degree next semester. Now, the semester, the transfers that happen early semester. So basically, if I have to get changed to a Bachelor's of Science Psychology, I need to like wait for the next semester to start, and then in the first week they send me an email if this is approved or not. But I needed to get it sorted that very day, and that was crazy because I was like emailing people that you need to please let me into my single degree today. I need to drop this degree so I can choose this as my elective, and I needed permission code for that, so I chose that as my elective. And I still haven't received a confirmation from them that you will have you will be transferred into a single degree, or your application is accepted or it's declined. I don't know, but I'm having like a blind faith. And that's a ridiculous thing. Like, I'm just going with a blind faith that something will happen and I will somehow get my degree transferred into a single degree, and this will all work out. I'm just so delusional at this point. And you know what? Delusion is disillusion because it all happened exactly how I thought about it. And so I got into the program, I paid the fee, and I'm like still very delusional. I don't know if my scholarship is being applied. I don't know if this application is accepted or not. I just know I'm going to Fiji. And then all of a sudden, I received the email back. They were like, oh, yeah, your application got accepted. And then I was like, cool. Now I have to sort out my scholarship. And then I contacted the scholarship office and it all got sorted out. At the end of the day, everything got sorted out, but it was like a random dot that I threw in the blind, hoping for everything to sort out. It's not recommended, but also at the same time, I feel like if you really, really, really want something, you'll get that. And if you don't get it, it's always a sign that better things are on the way. And I've experienced it at so many points in my life where I've felt like some things that I've been really crazy about and I haven't gotten it. Things that you're really like obsessed with and you still end up not getting them. But it is sometimes a sign that either you deserve better, or like um that particular thing is not made for you. Either the timing is not right, you might not be ready for it, or that thing is not just for you, and there are like 100 more opportunities that you can apply and get in. But you don't need to be stuck to that one particular thing, no matter how pleasing or how appealing or how fascinating it looks like. If you have tried so many times and you're not getting it, it's a sign for you to look out for better opportunities, because it's the universe telling you that you deserve better and you need to venture out for better opportunities. um I will share that quick experience. So I've been really obsessed with this one job, and I applied to that job one, two, three, four, 5 times. I got rejected 5 times. That was so embarrassing because I've been super obsessed with that job. I'm like, every time I apply for this job, I'm like trying to be this perfect human for this job. And towards the end of the fifth application, I've been like, I am literally the person that you need. I have no clue why you're not selecting me for this position. And towards a point, like after my second application, it has been something which is something that has been my application for my ego booster. Because the amount of money that job pays in a year is the amount of money I make in 4 to 5 months, and that job pays that in a year. But I've been just mad crazy about that job because like I've been like, no, I really want this job. I really want this job. But these people end up not selecting me every single time, and now I have accepted I deserve better things, because this job is just like been mad crazy. And it's so funny because like every time I applied for it, I've tried my best to be the best possible candidate for that position, and then every time it's been like maybe not like this, maybe you need to change that, maybe you need to change that. But then I've realized that, it's sort of an indicator that I need to spend more time on things that are serving a better purpose in my life. Because that job, no matter how pleasing it appears, it is still something that would consume a lot amount of my time and is not paying me enough, and is also not something that's adding a lot of value in my life. It's just for an ego booster. So once you start feeding your mindset and stop feeding your ego, you actually succeed in life. And that's something that's really really important for people to realize, and it takes a lot of while to realize that. And you need to have a lot of experiences, a lot of rejections, and rejections are a beautiful part of life. And I am so glad and so proud of myself to be able to say that, because I don't think I would have ever been like, oh, I can say that or not. But like, I'm saying it finally, because I've always hated rejections and failures my life. But now I feel like they just shape you to a better human, and everything, literally everything in your life happens for a reason. You don't get something, you get something better in return. And it's just like such a quick process. You can see it happening. Because once you get that better thing, you realize, if I would have been into this particular thing, if I would have followed this particular plan, I wouldn't have been at 50% of where I am today. And so I feel like, once you try your best, just leave it on universe, because your provider is very big. They, like, universe is gonna give you with the bestest of the best things, and you don't need to worry about like small icks and tits of your life. It's something that just leave on universe to take care of. And that is one thing I've realized within like spirituality as well. It connects to an aspect of spirituality as well, because it's like, I heard this one particular song which is like, um if you stop stressing about your problems, they're not your problems, it's like the universe problem to take care of. And it's a very good way, it's a very good perspective to think about it, because there are so many things that you can control, and there's only 25% of the things in your life that you cannot control. It's a scientific fact. So 75% of the things in your life you can control. There's only 25% of the things in your life that you cannot control. So imagine you're just thinking about, why is it raining today, instead of just carrying a jacket and an umbrella. Makes your life easier. You cannot control the rain, but you can control how you dress up and how you survive the day. You can, like, get out of your house in a happy smile, or you can choose to be gloomy that day. So it really just depends on your perspective. Thinking about the things you can control just helps you make better rational choices, because then you think about, oh, these are the things that are in my power, and I can try my absolute best to take in charge of it. Like, you apply for a job, you do the best you can, you be the perfect candidate, you apply for that perfect position, and you have all the skills, you have all the traits, you have shown it all. What you cannot control is the employer's choice, if they really want you, or if there's someone better than you for that job, or they think that your skill set is applicable to a particular other set of job, or it might be you're too overqualified for that job as well. So it really is like, that's the outcome you cannot control, but you tried your best, and that is what matters. So that is really one thing that I've realized through the way. And also, dreaming big. I feel like I am the person who is most afraid of living an ordinary life. And I guess that it's kind of funny when you just like dream too big, and you tell those dreams, and it feels very surreal for people to like say, that this is probably not happening, and those things happen. And then your delusion becomes the solution. I guess that, because no one in the world has the limit to stop you from dreaming. You can dream as big as you want. You can be the king or the queen of your own choices. You can choose to dream as big as you want. You can be as delusional as you want, because it's your story, it's your world. Who? I mean, who has the power to control that? Except for yourself? No one. And so, if you dream the biggest you can, your brain is going to work in a way to achieve those dreams. One thing is that you can train your brain to be your slave, but don't do the opposite thing, because if your brain turns into a slave, it becomes really hard, because then you're over obsessing over everything, and then you are thinking about what people think, what the society thinks, what are the things around you that stop you from getting your goal. Instead of, when you train your brain to be a slave, it's more like, I am telling you what to do, and I know you have the potential to do what you do. And most importantly, what sets you apart is that you got yourself on your team, which is so massive. Because sometimes you yourself are not aware of the different things that you can do. And it's not just one thing, it's like 100 different things, and there's so many qualities that you might like about yourself in a person. Like, think about those group projects you do. Think about, like, whenever you do a group project and you see someone else's work and you feel like, oh my god, they don't know how to do that, I wish I could do that on their behalf. And you just take that responsibility and do it yourself, because you trust that, these are the things I'm more powerful in, and this is something I should be doing, right? So, one major thing is that realizing having yourself on the team makes so much of a difference, because then you can actually spare some time out and think about the things that you want to do. It's not about like what everyone around you wants you to do. It's more about, like, I am my own team. And being a one woman army is actually very amazing, because I've been like doing two businesses, two jobs on time, on top of full-time study and all the volunteer roles and things I do in different societies and all that stuff. But I must tell you that being a one woman army is absolutely crazy, because you might wake up some days being like super exhausted and like, "Ah, I can't do this anymore." But then on the other days, you're like, I'm actually so proud of myself, because the amount of things that I've done is crazy. And that's how your perspective should be. And that's completely fine, because like some days you might just like wake up like super exhausted and super tired, because you have done a lot of work, and that counts. And none of the things, none of your efforts that you have done into something will ever go in vain, because it's all about having that trust in yourself. Because at the end of the day, you are the one who's taking you out of the ordinary life, or towards your dreams, or the things that you want to do. And that makes a very, 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 very big difference. Okay. And there was one more thing. Yeah. So so there are moments that you do not forget. Like when I was standing on the beach in Fiji and we had like our last sunrise swim, um and I was just feeling that I can't believe time flew so quickly, because I was just I was so scared of doing so many things. And I feel like in Fiji I had a lot of first times. So like first time ever, like from the shore to the ocean, going and swimming, and that took away a little bit of my fear of that swimming on the beaches and stuff like that. But Fiji had a lot of first time moments and the amazing connections I made there. And like to this date, um there's so many people who just like reply and like message me, and like they're so lovely people. And just like having a little family on the other side of the world, it just feels beautiful, because I know, and if I ever go back to Fiji again, I know that there are people that I can count on, and there are people that I would be the first one to contact. It's just like traveling changes your perspective, it changes you as a human, because you could be on the other side of the world and you still feel like home. I'm gonna take a quick rehydration break. 1 second. Okay. Yep. So it definitely really, really, really feels very beautiful to have a little family on the other side of the world. And it's not just like when I was in Fiji I did that. I've been traveling to so many different parts in Australia, and you meet so cool people and you meet like amazing people. Also, traveling changes your perspectives about yourself as well. Because when I was traveling to Fiji, I realized so many things about myself, like the people that I want to hang out with, the people that I want to talk with, what are the experiences that I want to indulge in, what are the stories that I want to hear, what are the cultural experiences that I want to share with other people. And I realized how careful I've become with my own energy and the things that I engage in. And that is so fair because I I just want to make a point in terms of that, because a lot of people do not realize that. But you know what is the thing? Your energy is so important, and it is something that you should always preserve. Because I have literally seen my life change once I've started hanging out with people that serve a purpose in my life, and that is something very important and something that I'll break so that people understand it. So I used to be like, in my first year I used to hang out with my friends that were broke. And I'm just saying it in a way because like uni students are broke, and that's like a thing that is okay, because like you're studying, you're working, and you don't ask your parents for money. But what you have is that you still can change the way your lifestyle is if you want to. And so, like in my first year of uni, I did still work, and sometimes like having friends around you who are always just like super stingy about like money and things like that, it just sort of holds you from sharing. Because like I could never ask for financial advice from these people, because they were always super like, oh, you don't need to earn money, and like romanticizing a broke student lifestyle. And I never liked that, because my lifestyle was super different. And also I did not like a broke student lifestyle. I always liked something that was through which I can actually, serve my high standards, or like, at least give myself a life that I really like, right? And so in my first year, because I was with a group of friends who did not prioritize making money or things like that, it was super hard for me to like discuss, like, there are different things happening in the society, or this is my business idea, these are the things we could do, these are the finances, this is how you file a tax report, this is how you do this is how you do that. And when you're in uni, you have so many different chances to like um you can build so many different things. You can build a startup, you can work on your ideas, you can do anything you want to do. And having people who do not have a growth mindset actually really sucks, because then you have to stop yourself, you have to limit yourself. And I've always called myself an unstoppable force. So I knew in the very beginning that these are not my people, these are not the things that I want to hang out with, because um it just stops me, it just stops my potential. And your potential should be something that terrifies you, because you have the power to achieve so many different things in your life. And then I was like, I need to change my friend circle, I need to start hanging out with people that are more determined, are more ambitious, and want to have great things in their life, and want to work hard in order to achieve that. So then I started like hanging out with people with a different mindset, and it has completely changed my life. Because really, I'm not even kidding, the moment you start sharing tables with people who have a bigger mindset, who have bigger ambitions and bigger dreams in their life, you can never go back and sit back at those tables that discusses about people, that discusses about random things that are not going to lead you anywhere, and they're going to still complain about like how badly they don't like their life, and they're not doing anything about it. You could never go back to those tables, because your whole mindset, your whole perspective has been changed, and you start realizing how much value you bring to the table on which you're sitting. And I've realized that one, if you have good energy, if you have the power to change mindsets, you actually change mindsets. And that's why your energy is very precious. It's very limited and it's very precious. So if you invest it on people that are not willing to change, you are losing your energy, you're losing your own time where you could do things. But if you're investing it on people that actually want to do big things, you learn from each other, you support each other, you grow together. And that's a very big difference. And that is something that people need to like realize more often, because uni is literally the only time, and I've seen it and I've heard it from so many people, we have a lot of time to do things. Like, you literally just have classes and tutorials, and we all know how much we study. So that's the only, literally the only time where you can build on your dreams. Because once you graduate uni, you need some stability in your life, you need to have a job, you need to do things, you need to like start having some sort of things. You start saving up for your house, you start saving up for your car. It just, after uni life is a responsible adult life. But when you are in uni, you can still make dumb choices, you can still do rash decisions, but calculated risk, not like you just go wild and out and crazy. You can still travel with people, you can still work on your businesses ideas, you can have a startup, you can do something crazy about it. Or you earn money and you can spend that money on a dress. Like, literally last year I really liked a $400 dress, and I bought that dress because I was like, I can still buy this dress because I don't have to worry about, that I need to like take care of my family, blah, blah, blah. I will make that money back, but I would not be 20 again. And I want to have this dress. And similarly, like this year too, I really accidentally liked the $700 dress. But like the thing is that you might buy it, right? Because you don't have that many worries and that many things that you need to take care of. But if you're like over obsessing and ruminating over things, it makes it really harder. um and that's a mindset shift, because uni, I feel, is the only time where you can be a young dumb person but also make rational choices at the same time. And that is very amazingly crazy. And I feel like this is something that I've learned through my uni experiences. And I would like to mention, so last year I was, so where it all started with my entrepreneurship side of the things. And last year I really really was interested in doing this one job. And so I was in the interview of this one job, and I was telling them about the business that I used to run in my first year, which was something very revolutionary. Because I was like in my at 19, and I was like telling them these are the jobs I've done, but I've also done a business when I first came to Australia, and like I did that business for 1 year. And they were like, okay, tell me, what did that business teach you? And I was telling them about my learning experiences and blah blah blah. And towards the end of that, I mentioned that business helped me buy my first Versace. I think that's when they decided they'll hire me. And why do I say that is because first I had a bit of humor in that, and also I was showing that it wasn't just like something that I was doing in the corner and like making like an extra $100 in a month or something. It was something that I was actually focused on, and I was getting things out of it. And that makes such a huge difference, because like you are actually showcasing that, I did this thing, I did stakeholder management, I did strategic communication, I had clients, I managed deals, I did that. But at the end of the day, what were your results? Except for getting to know that other person or building a professional relationship, or the kind things that you get, you felt really nice, or the different things you were able to achieve through that. What was that one thing that stands out for me? It stood out because like in my life, like I have never bought things by myself, right? Because before coming to Australia, because I never did a job, I never did anything like that, right? And so all of a sudden, when I had to, I was like on cloud nine, because I'm able to do things that I've always wanted to buy, and it feels really good. It feels like a dream come true moment when you give yourself the things that you want, and you don't ask for anyone, you don't ask your parents, you don't ask anyone. And also I feel like even like spending some time actually to understand yourself and the things that you like, as opposed to being with someone or being in a relationship, I feel like everyone should, like, not saying those decisions, everyone's decisions, but I feel like I wanted to spend some time where I actually take care of myself and understand myself more. And also, so like every time I bought something, I felt like it was my achievement. It wasn't something that anyone was giving me, it felt like my real achievement. And that makes a huge difference, because at the end of the day, it's your life, your choices, and when you're able to deliver those choices to yourself, it makes a very big difference. And so I see a lot of people joining in and out. So if you have any questions, please leave it in the chat and I'm reading them. And I see my top fan, which is my brother. Hello, Ujwal. What's up? Um, I hope I am able to have my whole family one day at the Shanos. So my mom has already made it. We hope more people do. Anyways, lots of yapping done. So just to give a brief outline of the Shine Australia before I go, would be that this is not just a journey of me, but also my different experiences that I've learned, and also it's like an evolutionary series because like every season, I come up as a new person. I come up with someone who has evolved from all these previous things and things that I was trying to understand. And every semester, I've had so many different experiences that have shaped my mindsets, my journey, my perspectives. And it's not just me. You'll see like ample of other people on the show. There are people from entrepreneurship, people who are running businesses, people who are in startups, people in uni, other uni students, people from different cultures. Their exposures are similar experiences, cultural shocks, and a lot of different things. It's not just a show, it's an emotion, it's a journey, it's ups and downs, it's beautiful, it's raw, it's authentic, it's me. That is the Shine Australia for you all, and I will come back next week with guests. And we will be having some conversation around Fiji because I'm gonna get all the people from who were there on the Fiji, not all, a couple, and we will talk about it. Uh, but it could be a subject to change because my life is pretty spontaneous at the moment. Anyways, I will see you all next week. Thank you so much for everyone who has tuned in on live, on Veroni, on YouTube. I hope to see you all next week. And thank you so much.